Timberwolves win 119-114 at home against the Portland Trailblazers, who are bad, and also were probably missing 8 out of their 10 best players in this game. It's crazy, the injury report that they had. Despite that, the Wolves were never really able to get a super comfortable cushion and to fully pull away from this thing, so they did have to play all the way through. Our stars didn't really show up. Karl Anthony Towns, after commending his play and defense last game, despite his shots not falling, the defense was not there from him. He was not locked in. Picks up 3 fouls in 6 minutes and just really undisciplined bad plays out of Cat that derailed his game a little bit. Anthony Edwards doesn't really show up for this one. In fact, doesn't start the game, probably because he's pooping or something late to show up, and then gets subbed in really quickly. So he misses this one. Nickeil Alexander-Walker gets the start instead. He was one of the bright spots of the game. I feel like he is kind of the person to step up in these situations too. Like, he's a player that's still hungry, a little underutilized, and can take steps in his game. So I feel like he's important in these ones when there is the giant talent disparities, and he was hitting shots. Also has a great attack on a closeout where he drives through, gets a dump down to Gobert, and kind of screens Gobert's man in the same motion for a Gobert dunk. And he's just gotten so impressive in the dynamicism he has, attacking closeouts, playing his role, and there's more steps to grow for Nickeil. And speaking of Gobert, he was the real difference in this game. Like, Ant and Cat didn't really show up, didn't reach star level to have their level of contribution that they normally would. But Gobert, I mean, when you're out like DeAndre Ayton, you're out Robert Williams III, like, you're missing all of these bodies, you just don't have the size to contend with someone like that. At one point, he was 25 points, 15 rebounds, 100% from the floor, and his shot chart is just 9 circles around the rim, and then he takes a floater and screws it all up. Poor Gobert. Also, the torpedo block that he had on a sky hook from Jabari Walker was so hilarious. In the closing minutes of the game, just the velocity of sending that thing back was ridiculous. So fun and just really impactful game out of Gobert. He was the difference maker where we just slogged through, couldn't put away this team that was still trying on Portland. And sometimes we got games where just things just don't work for us, and that was kind of one of these ones. But we still compete. We bring the defense. I also want to mention Monte Morris. That dude competes. Not a great shooting night out of him, 2 of 8, and that's been a little bit spotty. Who knows where that's going to land in this season, and he hasn't played a lot. But he does compete. He brings the energy. He has the experience. And you think he'll become the player that he has been through his career, you would hope. But I just want to say, man, that he's working. So still got to look out and feel like he's going to find the right realm of production for us. And he has had his moments already as well. He's kind of like a mini Mike, and Mike Conley stepped up in this game too, giving us some scoring that we needed as well. That game doesn't matter much. It's the last one of a 7-game homestand that we had out of All-Star break. Didn't really look good throughout it. We only go 4-3, playing a lot of bad teams and a lot of teams that had significant injuries as well. The quality play is not really where you'd want it, but it's okay. We're going out on the road now. We've got a back-to-back Pacers on Thursday and then Cavs on Friday. I know Donovan Mitchell is already listed as out for the Cavs night, so we've got a little bit of a tough stretch coming up now. This was supposed to be kind of our get-right period right out of All-Star break. Wasn't that, but, you know, things are never linear. But we've got opportunities, got to close out this year strong. Might be not be able to see Thursday's game, by the way, but I'll cover things. All right, bye.